Elise here from TGG Gaming, and we thought it'd be cool, since Battles of Legend just came out yesterday, we thought we'd show off the one of the Numeron decks that's going to be really popular that you're going to need to keep an eye out for, just so you're all prepared and also get an idea for like what one of the more optimal lists is. So I figure we can just get into it. We're going to be playing the Eldlich list just because I like the Eldlich the best, and I think with it being one of the most meta impactful decks, combining it with the Numeron package is like really good because you're essentially playing pure Eldlich with like a small Numeron package. So now we can get into it. My bad. So 3 Eldlich. It's like I said, it's essentially pure Eldlich. So as opposed to like the synchro engines, we can play 3 of it just fine. And then we play 3 Numeron wall just because with this, the field spell, and then 1 terraforming, you have 7 starters, so you need to max out in your ways to get to that card, just because if you see it, you hopefully win the game. And also just, it's just an OTK machine too, seeing the field spells, so it's always really good. And then for hand traps, at least as far as monsters are concerned, I'm playing 3 Ash right now, but if I was playing in a large scale event like an LCS, or like if it was actually like YCSs or anything right now, I would honestly play Ogre. But just because I still expect the format to at least be variated around here and whatnot, I'm going to play Ash for right now. But Ogre, I think, I'll talk about Ogre more when I get to the side deck, but Ash is still a really good hand trap. And then I play 3 Gamma, 1 Driver. Not only is this an out for like the Numeron package on opposing sides, it also provides you with so much more backup for the rest of your deck, because like even if they try and like hit your field spell, hit your Extravagance, hit your Eldlich, like you just summon the Gamma and then you play Omega in the extra deck, so that way you can clear it off to still do your plays. Otherwise, what you can do also is go into a couple links we have in the extra deck that we can get to, but this card's just way too versatile for what the deck needs it to be, so I think it's really good. It just ensures your plays go off, which is honestly important when everyone's targeting down your cards. Then we'll go to spells, 3 Extravagance. So the preliminary versions of my list were playing, well, first I was playing more hand traps, then I was playing Planet Pathfinder. Right now I'm landing on Extravagance just because besides your Numeron cards, your extra deck isn't that vital in this list. Like, yeah, obviously you need your extra deck to be able to do the Numeron plays, but you play such a huge package of them that generally can afford to get rid of a few of them, and you'll have at least 1 of each name, like at least 3 names that you can summon the first time you resolve your field spell. So the general consistency of it compared to like Planet Pathfinder I think is really good, so I think it's definitely worth playing. I saw it in OCG and I questioned it at first, but after like I tested some like Pot Extravagance banishes, it made itself work out, so I think it's really good. And then 3 Eldlich, obviously, 1 black, 1 white. You have the room for them so you can play them, and especially since you're playing your Eldlich package more pure, it's fine to play both of these. And then we get to go into the more of the Numeron cards, 3 network, 2 calling, and then 1 terraforming. So obviously, actually at the end we can show off just really quick how the Numeron stuff works, but you only need, there's some people that only play 1 calling, but with how much people are going to try and play cards out the network, I think it's really vital to play 2. Also, it's just an OTK piece, which is also very important, because the Numeron cards can OTK, so that's really huge. You want to be able to do that, so having the 2 is fine, and even opening calling and network together leaves you less open to Ogre, so it's not even that bad. So now we can go into the trap cards, 3 Sanguine, 3 Conquistador, 3 Golden, or 3 Hakero, and 1 Counter Trap.
Is that all pretty standard for?
Yeah, like a lot of people sometimes cut the Counter Trap, but I think, especially in this deck going first, what I usually try to do is go set up so that I can have like a Sanguine and a Forever set, just so I ensure that my Zexal goes off. It's very important, so that's the best way to do it. And then last thing is 3 Impermanence. It's one of the other best hand traps. Just in this meta in general, Impermanence is one of the best hand traps, so I think you just need to be playing it. And then that is it for the main deck. So as far as the extra deck is concerned, we got 2 of each of the Numeron gate cards. So realistically, if you wanted to, you could bump any one of these up to 3. Like the one I would most likely bump up to 3 is 1. I wouldn't bump all of them up to 3 just because that's just too much space. There's other cards that actually do come up sometimes. So, but bumping this up to 3 makes it so if you wanted to play the Chaos version of the gate, you make sure you have access to it all the time. I'm not playing the Chaos Gate right now just because, like, in essence of having extra deck space for everything else, that just seems more vital, and just not wanting to risk it with Extravagance. If I wasn't playing Extravagance, I 100% would be playing that card, but need to have the space. Then we have 2 Zexal. You need to get it off. Oh, are we shouting out Popeyes right now? Is that the lemonade? Okay, but 2 Zexal. You need it. You don't want it banished.
Right.
2 is all you really need. And then the rest of it is going to be one of. So 1 Pleiades, 1 Gustav. I don't know, the Pleiades, especially, like, there are some plays you can do, like, after turn 1 where you can end, like, if you still have, like, your Zexal on board, you can get a Pleiades up so you ensure, like, if they have a future answer for Zexal, you can always bounce it back and just make it so it dodges a lot of cards, which is really good. And Gustav, you just need to steal games sometimes. There's the Omega for the Gamma package. The really cool thing, so let's say you play Extravagance, Terraforming, or Eldin first, and that's where they decide to hand trap you. You can Gamma, and then Omega to clear it off so you can still use your network. So, like, it just has a lot of really good applications, and also you remove a card from them, so it's very nice. And then the 1 Megaclops, you can make it just because, like, summon XYZs. So, like, Megaclops is, like, really cool. And if it's past turn 1 as well, after you made the Zexal, you can always, like, target your opponent's thing to bring it back and then make your own Zexal. So that's also really cool. And also, a lot of decks just struggle to get over that. And then the last card in the extra deck is Star Yuja.
Her drawing 4 is pretty good.
Yeah, so actually that's something you do, because there's a lot of, like, there are some decks that don't get hurt that hard by Zexal, or let's say they try to kill your network and you Gamma to save it. You could either go into this, draw your hand, or draw cards and fix your hand, and then that way you can, like, grind out better if you think Zexal isn't going to do as much, or you, like, know you already have another Gamma and you just want to save it. It really depends, but, like, Star Yuja just comes up a lot, so I think it's really good to have. Unfortunately, all these other really good cards we can't afford to play more than one of, which sucks, but it's fine. And then for the side deck, for what I have right now, got 3 Ghost Ogre. The card's honestly insane. Like, even outside of the Numeron deck, like...
Is it good in the mirror match?
Well, when you're playing the mirror match, like, the Numeron mirror match, then yeah, it's good. Regular mirror match, it's not, but, like, it's still, if you need another hand trap against, like, Rock or any other combo deck, there's still a lot of choke points that they have where Ogre still has very high impact. So I think this is just, in general, going to be one of the best hand traps for, like, another hand trap we can play that also adds Zexal and just has a high impact on the format as is, especially next format. Ghost Ogre is going to be really insane, and I think everyone should be maining it. So, 3 Nibiru, doesn't have room to main it, and siding it just seemed fine. You kind of still need to play it, but you don't want it in the main deck in case you get Zexaled as well. 3 Cosmic and 3 Lightning Storm just for the backer decks and everything, mainly Cosmic for the mirror match. And then 3 Judgment for when you know you're going to go first because it protects your plays. And I guess we can quick, I'm sure people already know how the Zexal stuff works, but we'll make it really simple for you just so you're aware. So if you open either of these cards, you have the play. Numeron will discard itself to activate the network straight from deck. The network will be able to send the calling, which will just copy its effect. And you get to summon, you only want to summon 3 gates, so you summon gates with different names, because Zexal only takes 3 material. You don't want to do 4, just because then you get Nibiru'd if that's the case. Because, like, if you summon 4, because you can summon up to 4 gates with this, so you just overlay them all into the Zexal. It's pretty simple. Or if you're going second, you can summon all 4 gates, and this is just OTK right here, because each of them double their own attack, and this makes it so, well, it doubles all their attacks if they attack a monster. And then this makes it so you don't have to detach material for it. So this is just straight up OTK, because, like, this doubles this to 2,000, this doubles this to 4,000, this doubles this to 8,000. So at the end, you hopefully clear their board or deal enough damage to where this is just game. So yeah, That's it for this deck profile. Shout out to TGG Gaming, the local card store we all go to, know and love, all that fun stuff. Shout out to all my friends who bought products yesterday and let me buy it all off of them. Boys, oh yeah. And shout out to Justin Singh because he helped with like 2 cards in this list and helped me test it just so I kind of know what's like a little bit more correct than normal. So that's it. Thanks guys. Subscribe to. Not this time, man. You know, it'd be like that.
Thanks for watching,
yeah,
everybody.
thanks guys.